First up tonight, firefighters in Salisbury say they want to sound the alarm, saying years of poor planning and mismanagement have pushed their department to a breaking point.
And they say staffing shortages forced a fire truck out of service last week, apparently putting both firefighters and the public at risk. Miles Harris shows us why firefighters are now demanding action from city leaders.
Well, firefighters in Salisbury say this isn't about one shift or one decision. They say this is the result of years of warnings that went unanswered. And they say that now the consequences, they're already here.
And that issue has continued to compound and compound over the years. Faster and faster still, we're losing good, experienced firefighters.
Firefighters with Salisbury Professional Firefighters Union say staffing shortages are now at a critical point. On Friday, Ladder 3 was taken out of service after the department fell short of the required minimum of 22 firefighters, even after 5 callbacks to fill vacancies. Ethan Cherico, an engineer with the Salisbury Fire Department, says the department also failed to follow its own staffing policy.
We have policies that go through about what happens when we don't have enough people come in the morning, sickness, injury, annual leave, whatever have you, and that policy just wasn't followed willfully by the administration of the fire department.
Now, we reached out to the city about the claims and they responded, saying public safety was never compromised, calling the temporary removal of a fire truck from service a routine staffing decision made to protect firefighter safety. The city adds that other units and mutual aid were available at all times and says it recently secured a federal grant to hire 6 additional firefighters who are now in training. Firefighters say they've already exhausted more than $400,000 in overtime trying to fill staffing gaps.
We're not able to operate like we're supposed to and how we have written in policy. And that's direct safety compromise to citizens and other firefighters.
Now, firefighters are asking city leaders to take accountability and address what they say is a long-standing staffing problem.
We need to talk about paying the firefighters, putting the firefighters on the trucks. We can have old trucks, we can have old stations, we can have old emergency manuals, but we need the firefighters to actually run the emergencies.
Now, the Firefighters Union is asking for community members throughout this area to call city leaders and demand action, demand change. And on Tuesday, it is scheduled to have a city meeting where they do believe that this will be a topic of conversation. In Salisbury, I'm Miles Harris, WSCNC Charlotte.